Good morning and welcome to the Gothic Bohemian Salon. Well, today I kind of have a rant, and it's not about anything Gothic, so I apologize. It's about being disabled, and I know that I talk about this a bit and maybe a bit too much. I don't know. I think it's important to help people become aware of things that are going on. I'm pretty pissed off because my landlord is having our front steps repaired today, and he did not warn me that people were going to have to go in and out the back for a whole day. That's 2 flights of steps down to the back door and back up, and I can't do that. So I'm effectively stuck in my apartment, and or the building anyway. And the only thing that I can assume is that because he's seen me standing up, or my manager has anyway. I don't know if that camera downstairs is a fake one or a real one or whatever. He assumes that because he's seen me stand up for 5 minutes that I can stand up for 10 minutes, and that's the problem. People have such a narrow definition of what disabled is. They assume that if you're in a wheelchair that you cannot stand up or walk at all, which isn't necessarily true. That if you're standing up and walking around that you don't need a disabled placard, which isn't true either. That if they can't readily see what's wrong with you, that there isn't anything wrong with you. I actually have people, I can tell that they're looking at my legs to try to figure out what's wrong with them. And it could be something else entirely. I could have a twisted spine. I could have, I have a friend whose knees just dislocate for no reason at all. They just dislocate if she just walks the wrong way or something. And she's not in a wheelchair, which is pretty amazing actually, but she has to use a cane and stuff, and she's often in a great deal of pain. But her thing is invisible, and people don't even if she says something, they kind of look at her and just are like, yeah, whatever, which is ridiculous. I don't know what you need to believe that somebody is disabled. I guess you need something really in your face, you need to see like visible scars or something. But you know what? They're not always going to be there. So you need to open your mind and think about the weakest day you ever had in your life, the worst flu that you ever went through, the rottenest you've ever felt, and just multiply that by 100, and realize that that is how some people actually feel every day, and that's why they might be in a wheelchair. I was so sick to my stomach when I was first ill that sometimes I could barely move at all. Just the sensation of motion was enough to make me want to throw up, and I didn't really throw up, but I had a lot of other, problems, which I don't want to get into because it's disgusting. And it was really terrible. They don't require restaurants to have bathrooms in San Francisco. I don't know if you know this, but there's no requirement. So you can go to a restaurant and eat a meal and have your coffee or your soda or whatever it is that makes your intestines want to empty themselves, and there's no place for you to go. And if you have something like irritable bowel or celiac disease, or what's that other one that's really awful? There's another one that's really, really bad that I can't remember the name of. any of those stomach things, you're screwed, basically. So today, I mean, seriously, what if there's an emergency and I have to call an ambulance? So they're gonna go up the back steps too, or I have to go somewhere. If I hadn't picked up my medication the other day and I needed it today, I'd be in a lot of trouble. So, try to think outside the box a little bit. Try to think about, if you see someone in a wheelchair, don't try to figure out what the hell's wrong with their legs, because it might not have anything to do with their legs. Don't try to figure out what's wrong with them anyway. It's not your business. There's all this resentment towards disabled people and how we get all this benefit and all this crap. It is not fun to be in a wheelchair. It is not a benefit to me. I'm not deriving any pleasure from it, other than I can now get around. I don't have to spend, countless days just laying here staring at the ceiling. I don't know why anybody would think that I could get a wheelchair if there wasn't actually something wrong with me. I mean, how would I do that? I'd like to know. Fake something? How do I do that? How do you fake something that well? You can't. So, just please, 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 just give us the benefit of the doubt and stop being angry at people whose lives probably suck in ways that you have no comprehension of. It is so much fun to have an illness like this. I can't even tell you. I just love all the attention, and I love having people understand what's wrong, and I love being stuck in a wheelchair, and I love being stuck in my home, and I love being so tired that I can barely get up to brush my teeth. Oh, and I love that my teeth are all falling out because I haven't brushed them enough. And I'm so happy that I have no sex life. It's just all so lovely and wonderful. I'm getting so many benefits from feeling sorry for myself and being disabled. It's just peachy. F you. I don't mean you, but you know what I mean. So that's my rant for today. If you have a problem with people in wheelchairs, get over it. If you don't like waiting for somebody in line, if you start to feel impatient, this person is taking up your valuable time, think about how maybe they don't like the fact that they have to wait around and, oh boy. Okay. Well, you get the point. I hope. I really, really hope. That's my rant for today. Thanks a lot, and thank you for joining me in the Gothic Bohemian Salon. Try to have something upbeat and lovely for you soon. I'm sure I already do, actually. I can't wait to take my meds this morning. That's all I have to say. Have a better day.